If you're a weekly washer and you think this is a wrong narrative or propaganda, and you don't have the ability to support other naturals or other women of color that have got different routines to yourself, I encourage you to click off this video. You will not enjoy it. It's not going to benefit you. You will not find anything helpful. You might actually be triggered because I say certain things in here that you might not agree with. Hey guys, it's Coily Diaries back with another video. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, share this video, like this video, and to my returning subscribers, you know I love you guys. In this video, I am talking everything with regards to washing our hair. I got a comment a few weeks ago where someone seemed to think that washing our hair monthly was unhygienic. So I decided, let's make a video about this and dissect a few things around washing our hair, why we wash our hair, how often we should wash our hair, you know, shampoos, which shampoo to use, who this video is for, etc. So I'm delving into quite a few areas around washing your hair. I think this video is going to be long, so grab a cup of tea, grab a drink, take a seat, and let's talk about it. So apparently, monthly washing, or people that wash their hair monthly or take longer than a month before they wash their hair, these people are unhygienic, these people smell, these people maybe don't have good hair practices. And some people actually go as far as to say you were not raised well if you wash your hair that infrequently. Now, for those people that are new to my channel, you probably don't know this, but I've done a video in the past where I've discussed washing your hair and how to sort of determine how often to wash your hair. And I actually discussed an article by a dermatologist called Angela Lamb. I'm glad to say that she's actually a woman of color herself, and she actually says, actually no, let's listen to what she says. Okay, I'll let you guys watch a clip from that video so you know what she says about washing our hair. In reality, just what happens when hair goes unwashed depends on you, said Angela Lamb, MD, a board-certified dermatologist with Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. Certainly people probably could get away without washing their hair as much, Lamb said, but it depends on your genes, depends on your hair texture, it depends on how much you exercise. So she continues to say hormones affect it, as in affects the hair, medications affect it. She said some can do 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks without shampooing, but it's detrimental for others. As you've heard for yourselves, a dermatologist, this is a board certified dermatologist that actually says washing your hair is very dependent on a lot of things, including your lifestyle, including your hair type, you know, and I know sebum production also plays a role in how often you wash your hair. It's funny that in that video, I didn't get any funny comments about, oh, you smell, or you're dirty, your hair is dirty, etc. I guess because I had the backing of a dermatologist. But in some videos where I just casually talk about the fact that I wash my hair monthly or even longer, you know, wait longer than a month, people seem to feel the need or seem to take it upon themselves to let me know that they disagree with that. And that's fine to disagree, but the disrespect that comes, you know, with just people that don't agree with you with regards to how often to wash your hair is disappointing, to say the least. I find that women of color are probably the worst enemies of each other, right? We don't support each other. We don't know how to coexist. And for some reason, we try to think that what we do is better than what the next person is doing just because it's different, which is not true. I am not going to be forced or put into a box about a narrative or a particular way of taking care of hair that people seem to think is right. However, that doesn't work for me. And I've explained in multiple videos why particularly weekly washing does not work for me in my lifestyle or even my hair. Now, quick disclaimer, if you wash your hair every week and you're happy with that routine, you're seeing results, you love what's happening, you know, you've got it figured out, and you don't have the ability to support other naturals or other women of color that have got different routines to yourself, I encourage you to click off this video. You will not enjoy it. It's not going to benefit you. You will not find anything helpful. You might actually be triggered because I say certain things in here that you might not agree with. So I'm going to wait for you. If you're a weekly washer and you think this is a wrong narrative or propaganda, I remember someone actually went as far as to say, I or not other naturals that say, you know, you don't have to wash your hair as often as every week, we have some kind of propaganda. So I am just gonna wait for you. I'll give you a moment, click off the video and watch something that will be beneficial to yourself. Any kind of aggressive comments, rude comments, just inappropriate, you're gonna be deleted. Your comment's gonna be deleted. I generally have positive comments in my comment section. So yeah, we're not here for that. You may think I'm making a big deal out of this, but I am coming to speak out about it because there is a certain level of bullying here online where certain people feel like only their routine is the right routine. Okay, greasy hair is bad and I can't deal with all that product on my hair. Yuck. Oh, you know, like body odor is the worst smell ever. Don't you smell? Like, I can't stand it. You know, how can you not wash your hair, you know, for over a week or whatever the case? I've even had people come into my DMs. Okay, I've had someone who felt so responsible for the natural hair community that they felt, you know, inclined to text me privately and say to me, yeah, like, you're spreading the wrong narrative pretty much. I feel like YouTube is a free space. If you feel so passionately about something, the best thing is to make a channel yourself and make videos for what you believe. There's different kinds of naturals, different kind of YouTubers giving different information. So you have that freedom to not subscribe or watch a video that triggers you or that you're not in support of. Okay. Now, if you are not a weekly washer, so you take 2 weeks, 1 month, whatever, how long, or you're someone that actually wants to try and prolong the time between your washes, this video is for you. I hear you. I know the stigma that's out there. I know the shame that people try to put on us, that there's something wrong with us or we're not practicing correctly, you know, we're not taking care of our hair correctly, and it can be uncomfortable to come outright and say that. So I will come out and say it so you don't have to. And yeah, I'm gonna cope it for you guys' sake, because I know there are people, for whatever reason, that they actually cannot do weekly washes. I would encourage you also to join a forum called the Long Hair Forum, I think. This is a free and safe forum for you to share your views with like-minded people that have a focus on length retention or growing long hair. Now, I've also done a video that talks about how to transition from weekly washing to washing, I don't know, however long you need to wash, every 2 weeks, every month, etc., so that you don't encounter any challenges, okay? So I'll put a link to that video as well. Now, as you can imagine, this video is for people that are length retention focused, okay? So that doesn't mean you're not gonna get healthy hair, but you want to get to certain length goals within a certain period of time. And there's no problem and no shame in that. Long hair is amazing, like what? Anywho, now, if you are someone that enjoys washing your hair weekly, you absolutely cannot do anything about your scalp or your hair. You must wash weekly for one reason or the other. You have tried all my tips and tricks about using essential oils and brushing your scalp and massaging and scooping and spreading sebum, but you still can't manage your scalp. You must wash weekly. If you have a condition, for example, seborrheic dermatitis, whatever, here are some tips for you. So if you are that person who wants to wash weekly and you are not able to negotiate, however, you are length retention focused, okay? So this is for people that are length retention focused. I'm sure you've already realized this video is for people that are serious about getting their length, particularly if you want waist length hair in 4 years. And this, I'm saying this just assuming that your hair grows at least 0.5 inches per month. All right, so if you're this person that wants to wash your hair every week, However, you want to retain extreme amounts of length. This is just my advice, okay, from just my personal experience. There are other channels that will offer you information on how to achieve waist length quick with, you know, while detangling your hair and doing styles and manipulating your hair, etc. That's not this channel. I don't know how to do that, okay? So I can't give you that. However, what I can give you is some tips on how to minimize the detangling and the manipulation while still washing your hair every week. The first thing is I would put my hair in cornrows and wear wigs, okay? So I would wear small, medium-sized cornrows and just wear wigs and rotate those cornrows until I get to my length. Cornrows allow you to attend to your scalp, wash your hair, deep condition your hair without the need to detangle. If you don't like wigs, you can use braids, of course. I've done videos on how to moisturize braids, etc. Another one is twists. So these are braids or twists with extensions. And why extensions? For longevity, okay? So you're not in your hair forever, like all the time. Do you know what I mean? Now let's get into the meat of this video. I'm sure you're aware there is a movement of people that actually don't believe in washing their hair with shampoos at all. Now, these people are increasing by the day, and when you listen to their videos, people haven't used the shampoo in 5 years or 6 years or however long. You start to see that there are some benefits. However, some people have not been successful for one reason or the other. Now, I'm not an advocate to not use shampoos. I use shampoos on my hair. I don't use harsh shampoos, and I definitely don't shampoo my hair as frequently as the average person. However, I believe that Black women, particularly women of color, have been pioneers when it comes to this whole movement or idea of washing our hair a little bit more cautiously, right? Like using less harsh shampoos, washing your hair a little bit less frequently than we've been led to believe we needed to. You know, for example, we are the pioneers with regards to water rinsing, water washing. We did a lot of core washing. A lot of people ditched those routines because they were not done correctly. I mean, if you're using product on your hair, you should really use a shampoo. However, for someone that does not use products, okay, for example, people with straighter hair than myself, Caucasian people, they can actually get away with much less surfactants because they don't actually have a lot of product buildup, etc. Like I said, I'm not advocating for no poo. However, I think if you're going to use product on your hair, there has to be a shampoo that you use at some stage of your routine. A lot of people said they encountered hair loss and breakage, particularly with co-washing our hair. I think, what brand was that got cancelled? Guys, I'm having a mama moment. But anyway, there's a brand that got cancelled with people actually suing them for hair loss. And the reason I think for that was just incorrect use of products and just continuing to co-wash and not use a shampoo, right? If you're just gonna co-wash and co-wash and co-wash, yeah, product will just build up and build out, and the scalp will give up. It will become inflamed and you're going to have issues there. Do I believe there's a place for water rinsing? Do I believe there's a place for cold washing? I think so. However, you need to do it having considered everything, all right? And having full knowledge, having done your research, etc. Now, these people that are going no poo, when particularly as curly, coily, kinky haired naturals that are actually people that use alternative ways of cleansing our hair, for example, clays, ambunu, you know, I know some people use baking soda. Some of these things, I've never tried them myself. However, it just goes to show that a lot of people are looking for alternatives, particularly when it comes to cleansing their hair. A lot of people report a cycle, feeling like you're in a cycle when you use a shampoo, that you have to continue using it. And it makes sense because the more you wash your hair, the more your scalp produces sebum, because it thinks, oh my gosh, you stripped that sebum. We just produced it. You've stripped it. We need more. Produce more. So you're in this cycle of continuously needing to wash your hair because the scalp is trained to just really... It's on steroids when it comes to producing sebum. For people that wash less frequently, the scalp is able to calm down, regulate itself, and really just, you know, produce the right amount of sebum according to how often and how harshly you're washing your hair. Now, when it comes to this particular community that does not use shampoo, okay, the no poo movement, when you look at their comment section, a lot of these people are actually like-minded people in the comment section, you know, sharing their testimonies, sharing information, encouraging, you know, just communing, like communicating and communing as a people or like-minded community. What we find for us as Black people is that you get people that watch videos that don't have anything to do with them or that do not support what they believe. However, they watch them to create drama, right? To start bullying or bashing people in the comment section, or to take it upon themselves to start correcting everyone, and my way is the right way and you must wash your hair every other day or every week or every month or whatever. And for me, that's sad. Okay, we don't see this in other setups. Of course, you do get the odd person that will say, look, your hair is disgusting or whatever, you know, even with the no poo movement. However, the majority of the comments are just people that are looking for that information, right? That's their lifestyle. So they're looking how to transition. They're looking for tips. They're looking for ways to improve their own routine, but it's in line with the YouTuber they're watching. For us, you get people that have nothing to do. Like if you wash your hair more frequently than me and you're absolutely disgusted by someone like myself that washes every month or longer, why are you watching this video? This video is definitely not for you. All right. So for me, it's just disheartening for, you know, for my fellow sisters or Africans and women of color. We've just failed to coexist. It's like so impossible. Like, is it that serious for you to take it upon yourself or feel like you are the one to correct or put people in place about misinformation, okay? What you think is misinformation. And a lot of people will say, look, you're spreading a wrong propaganda. Like someone actually say propaganda. I went and Googled it. I'm like, is it that serious? A propaganda? Girl, have you heard about the shampoo propaganda? The propaganda to make sure you're stuck on a shampoo for the rest of your life every single day. Like not every single day, but more frequently. The more you wash your hair, the better for the shampoo companies, right? So I was just saying that a lot of people will come to me and say, you know, women can have flourishing, lovely, beautiful hair in their younger years. However, when they start to get to middle age, a lot of them start to encounter alopecia and hair loss and breakage and shedding and all that. And it's because we don't wash our hair. And while there is truth to that, okay, if you don't wash your hair and you do nothing with your scalp and you allow your sebum to multiply and just build up on the scalp, of course, you're going to have issues. However, that's not what we're here for. Like, you guys know, I don't just say don't wash your hair for weeks and weeks or months on end. I also give you tips on how to maintain your scalp and how to utilize and distribute that sebum that's sitting on your scalp so that your scalp remains clean, fresh, supple, and the pores are not clogged at all with dirt or sebum, all right? So, and the thing about hair loss, right? It's not just sebum. It's a lot of things that contribute to someone losing their hair later on in life. Some hair loss types are just in your genes. Some of them are habitual, like from poor habits, for example, tight styles. Some of them are from a lack of proper scalp care, and many other reasons. But to just put it down to non-washing is really misleading, in my opinion. The other thing that I want to just highlight here is that there isn't a lot of research that's done on African people's hair. So we are at a disadvantage already. Other cultures, other hair types have got extensive research done on their hair. They know a lot of information about their hair. They know a lot of scientifically proven ways of looking after their hair. Now, we can learn from them and how they're looking after our hair, but a lot of times we have to tailor fit it to us because our hair is different, and we have to trial and error, try products, try routines, etc. to see what works for us. And so for me, we should really be sticking together more than any other community because we need each other, right? You can look down upon, you know, people that started this community years back, you know, and look down upon the errors they made, the errors they made, and the information that may not be particularly true today. However, I'm not in the habit of spitting our history, like spitting upon our history or insulting the place that brought us to where we are. Just because we know more information and we have better ways of looking after our hair does not mean where we're coming from is irrelevant or it's improper. You know, take pride in the journey that has brought us to this place as women of color. People will say to you, you can grow your hair while washing it every week, detangling every week. Heck, some people actually grow their hair with wash and goes. I have not seen someone that has gone from bald to waist length hair just doing wash and goes. I know there's some people that have got waist length hair that are using wash and goes currently in their routine, but I have not seen that journey. Okay, so I haven't seen the evidence that the wash and goes have allowed you to achieve the length that you have today. Okay, maybe you started at some point in your journey after you had gained a little bit of length already. However, I'm keen. I really would want to see someone that has been able to achieve long hair doing wash and goes from start to finish. And I'll be interested in that, and I would encourage that, and I'll be excited about it, because then would have really discovered another way to look after and grow our hair. I don't have that really petty attitude where it's like, oh, so see, I told you we can grow long hair with wash and goes, etc. That is so childish. Like, for me, if we discover something new, if someone else discovers something new, I'm part of that team, because that's my sister. She's discovered something new, I win. When you win, I win. You know, it's not like this team and the wash and go team and the straight hair team and the relaxed team and the natural hair team. And I know there are categories, but we can coexist. We can respect each other. We can appreciate, okay, whatever different naturals choose to do with their hair. A method that I do know that does work when it comes to length retention and healthy hair is the use of oils and butters. There have been a group of people that have said, ditch the oils. Your hair is chronically dry because you just pile the oils and don't cleanse your hair, etc. And there is truth to that messaging. However, there is evidence that raw oils, the use of raw oils and butters is beneficial to our hair. Not even just our hair. Indians use oils and butters, and you can see the evidence. Black people, women of color, people with type 4 hair, we use oils and butters, and you can see the evidence. Okay, I'll always be an advocate for practices or routines that have got evidence. Okay, there is evidence that oils and butters, protective styling, moisturizing your hair, reduce manipulation, detangling gently, there is evidence that those practices lead to longer hair. The shaming of people that wash their hair less frequent than others is something that I will never support. Okay, I support my sisters, period. Whether you're relaxed, straight natural, wash and go, no oil, no butter team, weekly washes or monthly wash, whatever, we're sisters. Okay, whatever is causing you to do that is none of my business. People are in different stages of their life, so who am I to judge why you choose to look after your hair the way you do? Another thing is just consider the armpit, right? Some people say, oh, you know, why do you have to use essential oils to mask the sweat smell? Or why do you have to, doesn't your hair smell, you know, the sweat, and just not washing that often? We use body creams that are scented. Heck, we use deodorants, we use perfumes. All those things are to do what? To mask body odor. Yes, you can have an antiperspirant that will actually stop you from sweating, but we also use deodorants that just mask the smell. Unless you want to live your life in the shower, which, you know, that would be sad. Let's not pretend like we're more hygienic than the next person simply because you wash your hair more frequently. Hygiene is very personal. It's a very personal thing. Okay, for someone to approach me and speak to me about my hygiene, unless it's inconveniencing you, as in you can smell me, or I don't know, there's something wrong, yeah, maybe. But if it's not, hygiene is very personal. It's very personal. Someone that washes their hair every day could look at you as a weekly washer to be unhygienic. Okay. So just because you wash your hair every 5 days and I wash my hair once a month does not mean that you're better than me. Now, did you know that the reason we wash our hair as frequently as we do today is actually propaganda? When shampoo was becoming popular way back before you and I were born, someone thought, how do we actually market shampoo to these people? In those days, even people with straight hair were not washing their hair as frequently as we do today. They would wash maybe twice a month or monthly even. People with straight hair, okay? How did they cleanse their hair? They used a method called dry cleaning their hair, and they did that by brushing their hair. So they'll get the sebum from the scalp and distribute it towards the length of the hair every night. They did that every night, and that's how they maintained their hygiene, cleaned their hair, cleaned their scalp, maintained their scalp and their hair. Now, they used a boar bristle brush specifically, and there's reasons for that. I mean, I have shared a video showing you guys how I use a boar bristle brush to cleanse my scalp and also just to remove sebum from my scalp. I'll put a link to that video. However, the point I'm trying to make is that when shampoo was first discovered, the manufacturers or the brand was thinking, look, how do we make these people really get onto the shampoo? Okay, we can say, okay, you need this shampoo because it's going to make your hair voluminous, right? And did it make the hair voluminous? Of course. Shampoo makes your hair fluffy and light. The product build up, the oils, all that's gone. So of course your hair is going to be fluffy. What they also did was to like demonize or shame greasiness, okay? Made you feel like greasy hair is not the best thing to have, right? Strip all the moisture, or remove all the greasiness and the flatness that comes with greasy hair and have more fluffy hair, because that is nicer or cuter, whatever the case. Another thing that they did was to make us feel isolated if we did not use a shampoo. How do they do that? By making you think that you're gonna smell if you don't wash the hair frequently, by making you think that you're gonna smell, or you're not socially gonna be accepted if your hair is greasy or looks different, or it's not shampooed. And that's how they sold shampoos to us. And today we are bombarded with constant messaging about shampoos that's going to fix dandruff, fix this, fix dryness, fix moisture, hydrating, chelating, whatever. The shelves are filled with different brands, different types of shampoos claiming to sort out your hair issue. And yet you still have hundreds and hundreds of people still looking for information on how to grow long, natural hair. Of course, these brands that create shampoos know that human beings are social beings. We're social beings. We strive and live and breathe by being accepted. The sense of belonging is very important. So if there is just a general understanding, okay, that if you don't wash your hair that often, then you're dirty, you smell, stay away from me. People are not going to want to be associated with the outcasts. People are going to want to associate with the clean people that wash their hair as frequently. So it's easier. It was a gimmick, right? It was a method they used to drive everybody towards using shampoo more frequently. Today, you rarely see someone, even with straight hair, right? Hair that retains moisture better, hair that does not tangle as much as mine. You can rarely find someone with hair down to the floor, or down to their knees, or even just down to their back. It's not seen, right? Am I saying that everyone should be aiming for that? No, of course not. What I'm saying is that shampoo is not length retention focused. It's something that was sold to us as, the best thing for your hair. However, it does cause a lot of dryness. It does keep you in a loop of needing the shampoo, which works for the manufacturer because you use more, right? If you're using weekly or every day, if you're going to use a shampoo more frequently, then it benefits them because you're spending your coin. So in those days, people could achieve longer lengths. They use a lot of protective styling to protect the hair from dirt, the environment, pollen, whatever. And they use the boar bristle brushing to cleanse the hair from lint and keep the scalp nice and fresh. So those days, it was easier to retain length, okay, because the hair was hydrated. Sebum is one of the best things you can put on your hair. Your scalp, your hair loves sebum. In excess, sebum can be really bad, okay? However, in good amounts, healthy amounts, sebum can really, really just nourish your hair, protect your hair, and just give you beautiful, healthy hair. Now, of course, we have to be progressive. I'm not saying we need to go back to historical times and stop washing our hair and ditch shampoo. I think shampoo is great. I think the invention of shampoo is a great one. However, I think we definitely overdo it, and we definitely overuse shampoos, and we definitely put our scalps at a disadvantage when we are constantly stripping the natural oil from the scalp. Shampoo is actually a chemical, right? I mean, shampoo itself is not a chemical, but it contains a combination of chemicals, and the main one being a detergent that actually binds to the hair and binds to the oils on the hair, or the dirt and the grime on the hair, creates those suds that we love, and then release the dirt in that way. Is it beneficial? Yes. Is it effective? Yes. Is it essential? Yes. I think people should shampoo their hair. However, it's not the only way to cleanse your hair, right? Protective styling is a way to protect the hair from not only heat and cold or whatever, but from dirt as well. We are not the only people who did it. Even people, Caucasian people with straight hair, did it in the olden days. Other ways to clean our hair is, like I say, bow bristle brushing, dry cleansing. You can do that. I did it as a child and I still do it today. Another way is to use head coverings. There's so many ways that you can use to keep your hair clean in between washes. And if you really think about it, when you shampoo your hair, you strip your hair of all the moisture, all the oils and all that, only to now start attempting to put it right back into the hair. So with the moisturizing, the oils, etc. So, I mean, shampoo, yes, you do have moisturizing shampoos these days, which is a big plus. However, originally shampoo was really just take everything out, cleanse the hair, and then start putting things back, start putting conditioners, start trying to hydrate it, which is counteractive if you think about it. The hair is already moisturized and cleansed, so maybe you don't actually need something as harsh as a shampoo every time to cleanse it. You can do things to cleanse the hair, keep it nice, moisturized, etc. for a little longer before you are in need of a wash. I think that brushing your scalp, particularly using a bow bristle brush, is one of the best things you can do for your hair. I think it actually has a little bit better benefit than a shampoo, because a shampoo just binds to the oils and out. Shampoos don't really exfoliate on average. However, a bow bristle brush has got an exfoliating property because it actually causes a little bit of friction or abrasion on your scalp. So scalp health is important, okay? Do not neglect your scalp. Do not allow dirt and buildup or sebum to just accumulate. If you are, someone that has got a high sebum production, you might need to wash more frequently than someone that doesn't. However, there are ways, like I've already said, to regulate your sebum and to keep your hair clean and happy. If you leave sebum on the scalp forever and ever, or just too long, your scalp will start to itch. Sometimes you get pain actually on the scalp, inflammation, redness, a buildup of bacteria. You can get, scalp issues, low quality hair. You can get hair loss and shedding and just a general unhealthy result. So you must wash your hair when it's dirty. When it's time to wash your hair, wash it. If you're not going to wash your hair, then you must take out the sebum and the dirt and all that from the scalp and spread it to the rest of the hair, or out of the hair for that matter. Now, a lot of people will say the reason for needing a shampoo is to keep the hair hydrated and moisturized. And it's true. Shampoos have got a higher pH. They open the cuticle to remove dirt from the inner layer of the hair and also allow hydration in. However, shampoos are not the only way to hydrate the hair. You can use heat, okay? Heat will also open the cuticle. So while doing your moisturizing routine, incorporate heat so that you can open the cuticle and allow moisture to seep through. That will hydrate the hair. As long as you've got enough water for the hair to drink up, that's gonna be an effective way to hydrate the hair without needing a wash. I've done a video showing you guys how I moisturize my hair. I'm gonna leave a link above for you to check out. Now, a lot of people seem to be growing their hair with wash and goes. I have not found this to be achievable for myself because I don't have the skills for wash and goes. I have not seen evidence that someone can grow their hair from bald to waist length doing wash and goes. There's a lot of manipulation involved in wash and goes, so I don't have the patience all the time for it. And like I said, the skill already. So if you're someone who wants to grow your hair with wash and goes, I would encourage you to follow people that are doing that with their hair. And I know people say it's really a no-brainer, just be super gentle with your hair. Being extremely gentle, like handling my hair like silk, is gonna need time. It's gonna need patience. And at this time in my life as a new mom, I don't even have time to sleep. Where is the time to be dealing with my hair that gently? Like when I deal with it, I need to deal with it in small sections that I can leave and come back to and still look presentable to the world. That's why the constant manipulation or having to complete a style in one sitting does not work for myself at this particular time in my journey. And honestly speaking, no matter how gentle you are with your hair, there will be some kind of breakage happening. So you can imagine the more you handle your hair, the more breakage you are actually going to encounter, even if you're being super gentle. So for me, I'm yet to see that really happen in the natural hair community. I'm excited for it to happen, but I just haven't seen it. And of course, there is evidence for the use of oils, butters, creams to grow long hair, and I haven't seen someone going from a TWA to waist length just doing wash and go. So I'm just choosing to adopt a routine that I've seen work for many people. Another thing about wash and goes is that it relies a lot on you needing consistency frequently. It's different to this kind of consistency where I put my twists in put my hair in mini twists and have to deal with my scalp weekly for 5 minutes or moisturize for 5 minutes. It's just a 10-minute commitment. However, for wash and goes, if you go to day 5 or day 7 and your hair has started to lose that definition and lose that casting from the gels, etc., and you're not able to get to the hair to wash it and redo, you might start to face challenges, okay? Matting, breakage, tangles, because you've lost that protection that secures the hair within the curl. That's how I look at it anyway. So it doesn't work for me because I cannot commit to a weekly wash day or a weekly handling of my hair. If you're someone that can commit to not missing your wash days at all, then you can do it. But if you're someone that has got lifing, right? Who knows that every 5 days I will be in a mental state to actually do my hair? Who knows I'll have the time to be able to attend my hair within 5-7 days? Who knows that I'll have the strength or the health to do that? I feel like wash and goes kind of keep me on edge about my hair with regards to the consistency that is very frequent. However, if it's something that you can do, I mean, in my single life, I probably could have pulled it off. But at the moment, with a family, a home, a husband, a child, it's very, very impractical for me to be able to achieve that or commit to that. In conclusion, guys, I just hope that we can stop trying to win each other to whichever group, okay? There's the wash and go people that want to win everybody to their side, and the straight haired naturals that are trying to win everyone to their side, and then there's monthly washers or whatever that want to win everyone to their side, and relaxed people and braiders and wigs and weave wearers. It's not about cliques. It's not about groups. It's about embracing all that we are as a culture, as a people. Everything that we do is a part of who we are. Just because one routine is not working for me now does not mean I'll never try it out. Does not mean my children or grandchildren will never try it out. Does not mean it's the wrong routine. Find what works with yourself and your lifestyle and stick with it. Let's embrace, appreciate, support. Girl, let's support and be proud of our diversity. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found value. Let's meet in the comment section if you're a positive commenter. If not, girl, bye.